Hey everybody, hope you're having an amazing day. Today we're going to start the scenario, what if the human Z-Fighters wished and became Saiyans? And before we begin, I'm OG Brown Nerd, welcome, and if you're a fan of Dragon Ball What Ifs, Marvel, DC, basically anything nerdy, please subscribe because I talk about everything. The goal for this scenario is to hit 6,500 subscribers before this is up. Let's do it, we're so close. Now, Goku is dead, and the Saiyans are 1 year away from coming to Earth and killing everybody. How the hell are the Z-Fighters gonna stop them? They know they'll wish Goku back, but the Saiyans are stronger than anything they've ever faced. And after visiting the Room of Spirit in Time and facing the ancient Saiyans, the Z-Fighters realize how futile it is. Kami sees and he's worried. He decides it's time to upgrade the Dragon Balls so that more wishes can be made. And after consulting with the Z-Fighters, Yamcha, Krillin, and Tien decide to wish to become Saiyans like Goku. Yamcha, Krillin, Tien, and Chaozu get ready as they make their wish, but Shenron says he cannot do this. He only has the power to transform 3 of them, and they cannot use both wishes. They need one to save Goku. Chaozu, being a G, bows out. Yamcha, Krillin, and Tien wish to become Saiyans, and bam, they instantly grow tails. Now their power levels don't change much, but they instantly notice their craving for battle and food goes through the roof. Is this what Goku feels like all the time, they wonder? And with only one wish being made out of the 2, the Dragon Balls have a shorter cooldown, so in 6 months when it's time to wish Goku back, they'll have the opportunity to. Krillin, Tien, Yamcha all begin sparring hard. Now we know from Dragon Ball Super that the best way for Saiyans to grow in battle is by fighting and sparring with each other. And their power levels skyrocket to the point where Piccolo goes to check in with them. He flies with Gohan to see what the hell they're doing. It's unreal. How are they generating this much power? Their power is truly astonishing, and Piccolo wants to test himself against them, but after nearly 6 months of non-stop training, Piccolo is no match for any one of them, let alone all 3. But Piccolo is no pushover, and he decides to rethink his strategy, and he begins training Gohan alongside the new Saiyans. Now, Gohan's experiences with Saiyans he trusts are going to change him fundamentally. And for the rest of the time before the Saiyans arrive and Goku is brought back, all they do is fight, eat, and train. The Zenkai spam causes their powers to amplify to a ridiculous degree. By the 9-month mark, their power levels are all over 20,000. And this is super optimistically conservative, so they don't just one-shot everybody. Gohan's power also grows, and Piccolo's as well, and Chaozu is kind of left behind in this scenario, but he doesn't mind. He can still serve as support, but he doesn't really think they'll need him in this battle. Now, Goku is wished back, but he knows he's not going to make it in time for the battle, and to be honest, the human Z-Fighters no longer need him, because they're not human, remember? Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, Gohan, Piccolo, and Chaozu all arrive at the battleground when Vegeta and Nappa show up. Now, the battle already begins on crazy ground because Vegeta is absolutely shocked. How are there more Saiyans here? How the hell is this possible? His confusion quickly grows into frustration, and his frustration grows into understanding. Once he looks at Piccolo, he realizes the Earth must have the Dragon Balls. It's true. They wished to become Saiyans. False Saiyans, he calls them. His Saiyan pride is going through the roof. Now, while their power levels are heavily suppressed, they're all essentially at Vegeta's level. They decide to use the Cybermen, and Yamcha steps up and clears all of them with no difficulty, absolutely stunning Vegeta and Nappa. Each Cyberman was essentially one Raditz. Vegeta immediately disregards his scouter, saying that they can hide their true powers. These devices are a hindrance. Now Nappa steps in to fight. Tien decides to make short work of him. For some reason, he hates this guy. It's almost like he took his arm from him or something. During the battle, Tien actually takes Nappa's arm before pummeling him into the ground. Vegeta scoffs and kills Nappa, calling him a damn fool for losing to these false Saiyans. These imposters, there's no way they can beat the Prince of all Saiyans, right? But Vegeta's arrogance is about to go downhill because he gets jumped by Krillin, Tien, and Yamcha. Now, he manages to hold them off. His skills and persistence are second to none. He also exploits their tails, yanking them to stop their attacks. He manages to grab Yamcha's tail and rips it off, temporarily KOing him. He then grabs Tien's and flings him into Krillin. Piccolo and Gohan begin ki assaulting Vegeta, but this is when Goku arrives. Goku is so confused when he senses the fighters' powers. He then notices their tails. What the hell happened while he was dead? He feeds Yamcha, Tien, and Krillin Senzu beans before looking at Vegeta. 4 1/2 Saiyans plus a Namekian, Vegeta is about to get absolutely humiliated. He thinks to himself, if he throws a moon up, Tien and Krillin will also become great apes. He doesn't have a choice though, he has to risk it. They're new, they might go berserk and fight each other, allowing him to crush everyone else. It's his only hope at survival. He launches it, causing himself, Tien, and Krillin to go ape mode. And luckily for Vegeta, he was right. Krillin and Tien begin attacking each other instantly in their great ape forms. Yamcha, Goku, Gohan, and Piccolo face off with Great Ape Vegeta. Goku with his new Kaioken technique alongside Yamcha and Gohan are able to push Vegeta back, while Piccolo uses a special beam cannon to try and slice off his tail. But before Vegeta reverts back into his base form, he ends up stomping on Gohan, but Piccolo pushes him out the way, nearly dying in the process. Yajirobe and Chiaotzu come in clutch when they cut off the tails of Tien and Krillin, reverting them back as well before they destroy the Earth. Vegeta continues fighting, but Yamcha, Gohan, and Goku are too much for him. They beat him into the ground. They then do a triple Kamehameha, which he cannot defend against. As he's about to escape, Goku decides to not kill him. He sees his friends, all former enemies turned allies, and decides to give Vegeta a second chance. Yamcha knocks him out cold, and they decide to hold him prisoner. Now, these small changes that happen in the Saiyan saga cause massive differences in the events going forward in the story. With none of the Z-Fighters or Piccolo dying in this battle, there's no need for them to go to the planet Namek. And what this means is Frieza will be able to take over the planet with almost no resistance. This means that despite Frieza having all 7 Dragon Balls, he won't be able to become immortal, but hope is not lost for the Emperor, because he knows of the Dragon Balls on Earth thanks to Vegeta, Nappa, and Raditz's scouters. Now, rewinding back to before Frieza takes over Namek and decides to head over to Earth, Vegeta is recovering in a Capsule Corp recovery room. Goku, Krillin, Tien, and Yamcha watch and monitor him, waiting for him to wake up, but when he does, he's weak and broken. Goku questions why he wanted the Dragon Balls, and Vegeta confesses he wanted to wish for immortality. It's the only way he could defeat Frieza. Frieza is the monster who enslaved their race, and this makes the Z-Fighters realize that while Vegeta is not a good person, he's also a victim of circumstance in his own life. Tien and Yamcha particularly can relate to this, given their backstories. Vegeta, without any assistance, is going to be unable to recover quickly. Meanwhile, the Z-Fighters, or the Z-Saiyans, are all Senzu beamed up and receive massive Zenkais. The Namek Saga took around 3+ months-ish in the timeline to complete post-Saiyan Saga, meaning that the Z-Saiyans are going to be training together for a long time, but they don't know of the incoming threat from Frieza until King Kai tells Goku that Frieza blew up the planet Namek and he's headed towards Earth. This causes the Z-Saiyans, Piccolo, Goku, and everybody to panic because based on what King Kai and Vegeta told them, there's no way they're going to be able to defeat him. Even all of them combined don't stand a chance. Goku then suggests to the newly minted Saiyans to try out gravity training, and Bulma and her dad build the chamber. The Z-Saiyans begin at ×10 and work their way up slowly, and they only have around 5 to 6 days before Frieza arrives to Earth. Goku then makes an impulse decision. He goes to Vegeta and asks if he will defend the Earth against Frieza. They have no choice but to work together, and he tosses Vegeta a Senzu bean. Now, with that being said, guys, I'm going to end this part off right here, but what do you guys think? Do you think Vegeta is going to team up with the Saiyans here? Or is he going to pull what he did in the Namek Saga and try to dip against Frieza to find a way to become immortal? This scenario has so much potential, and the love for the previous scenarios has been amazing. But please let me know what directions you want to see this story go, because I'm still writing it. Let me know what you guys think, though, in the comments down below. And please don't forget to hit subscribe for more. Peace.